Hola, 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 bienvenidos a un nuevo directo. Hoy, what's up, crypto legends? How's everyone doing, guys? Let's do an overview of what could happen here in the next coming hours, couple of days. ¿Cómo están ustedes? How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, guys. What's going on? How are you guys? Let's dive in right away and check out what is going on with the price of Bitcoin. Where's my music? My music. Oh, music not available. What's going on? Well, we do a live stream with no music on then. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Let me know if you can hear me nicely. And analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it nice and simple so people can understand what is going on. We can take a look at the DXY. Is it going to get a major bounce from the resistance lower high trend line here and have a massive move to the upside in the coming months, guys? What do you think? Will DXY manage to get into an uptrend for the coming months? I would like to know your opinion because right now this is crucial resistance for the DXY like we've been talking now for the last 2 weeks. It needs to get above this level for it to go into a bullish trend for the coming months. If it fails miserably and starts coming down, Bitcoin could definitely have the bullish attempt, right? So far, it is providing that resistance. So I want to know here in the community, I want to know the people, your opinion, guys, and I'll go through the comment section now in just 1 second. But I want to ask you, is the DXY dollar index going to be bullish for the coming months, guys? Let me know right away. Yes or no, it's going to be bearish. Obviously, if you say no, that means it's going to be bearish for the coming months entering to the end of the year. Or is it going to flip bullish after this major downtrend that it's had for over 10 months? So let me know right away in this poll. And we're going to go and do some short-term technical analysis, guys. If you're new here to the channel, then absolutely destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel because you are going to find nothing but great educational content based on technical analysis of Bitcoin and some other markets, of course. So let's go right away. Bitcoin will pump. Yeah, possibly, yes. There's some different scenarios here. We can go based on the cycles and yes, this time might be different, but maybe not. So, based on the previous cycles, and I know I'm going to get some people, hey, stop looking at the previous cycle, to take a look at future analysis. It's not going to work. It very much, it has been working here. I remember, from this zone, when I was accumulating back here in the bear market cycle, previous cycle, there's a lot of people very bearish. Then C19 came, everything's bearish, everything's going to go down. So I would expect something similar. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Here to talk about, lower time frames. What is going on here? Is the DXY going to flip bullish? We're just kind of below this lower high resistance trend line. So are we flipping this into support here, right? We're just getting a couple of wicks here to the downside. Will it flip into support, between Thursday and Friday and start getting a runner? If this were to be the case, then we know there's a probability that it can smash the resistance zone. If it stays beneath this level and gets another severe drop, guys, then I think it's going to be like, hey, we have high probability in coming to the lows right now as we rejected from these highs. So we'll pay attention to that in the next coming days. However, a lot of people are quite bullish on the DXY. Is the dollar index going to be bullish for the coming months? We have 63% of people saying yes. So I think most of the people expect that Bitcoin will get that major large corrective move. Now, we're going to do a little bit of analysis. We need to understand that this does not look great, right? Every time we have a kind of a, breakout of a trend, it's basically not looking quite good for the weeks ahead, right? So you would expect that this hype pump from the ETF, right? Basically, Grayscale, winning the court case, against the SEC, you know, big hype, nice big candle of $2,000. I'm worried about this being a sell the news event, right? And everything indicates that this is likely to top out here at some point, if it's not topping out already, right, from the pump that we had yesterday to 28K level, and come back down to test the $25,000 range, and maybe, you know, very likely slightly lower from this area. There is a bunch of liquidity sitting beneath around about the $25,000 area. So liquidity to the upside has been grabbed for all of those late shorters, and possibly that leg down is likely. So what we have here, when we have these kind of structures, right, you are likely to retest it, right? We had one right over there. We had another one right over here. You know, you're kind of breaking a bit of the uptrend. You know, when these trend lines are based here to take a look at, you know, when you're breaking structure. So no doubt that price is looking a little bit bearish for the midterm. Short term, yeah, we can get another leg up. We can analyze that situation here on the lower time frames, keeping it simple, no fancy indicators just yet. But would be nice to get one more leg up. Would be nice to get one more leg up. It might not happen, but it would be very nice to check here how, you know, the momentum is going to be. Will it be bullish? Will we start pumping very aggressively, or will we top out in between 28K and 29K at some point? We've got a bunch of consolidation that will act as resistance from this trading zone. When we do take a look at the volume profile, you know, there's no doubt that there's a wall of volume here from this zone. So it's unlikely that Bitcoin will get, you know, there would have to be a nice bullish news coming out for it to smash all of these levels, right? So you could arguably discuss, you know, that possibility of topping out at some point here is going to happen. Anyway, let me go through the comment section before we do some short-term technical analysis. Been doing a little bit of a scalping here inside of these trading zones, which have been, you know, relatively nice, and we'll go through that right away. Let's go through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Holy shit, how are you doing? Andy is eating Spanish times. Yes, sir. We eat very late here in Spain. 9:30 is the average. Yo, Dippin, how you doing? Let's go. iRock, how you doing? Wernan, let's go. Hello, RP. Hello, BTC. Bullish time. Smash the like button. Yeah, guys, smash up that like button here. Late live stream. Couldn't do a daily update today. Was very busy with other stuff. Went on the Moon Show and, you know, had a private live stream with the legends. So couldn't upload on YouTube. But if you smash the like button, it would be very much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. So continue with the comment section. Andy, the number one TA, thank you very much. Yeah, probably not the number one guy out there. I could say I'm the number one in risk management. I feel comfortable in saying I'm the number one in risk management nowadays. But probably on TA, you know, to take my decisions, I need that TA, and we try to make it as accurate as possible. But sometimes it won't happen, right? Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm very, very wrong. So if I'm very wrong, you know, I want to have good risk management, obviously, like always. What's up, Manny? How are you doing? Roberto, hola desde Quebec, Canada. Hello, Roberto. Yo, peeps, chill. How are you doing? I didn't know Andy spoke French. Yes, sir. From the video title, I thought it's an emergency pump dump update. Well, we're going to do some analysis. We're going to talk about the possibilities here. You know, we're going to talk about the possibilities from this area right away, guys. You know, understand, you know, what has been happening here inside of this range. Now, will Bitcoin manage to find a bottom formation here at this level? And there is actually some significant support here, and I'm going to explain why. It was a risky long position. However, if you do get into a day trade scalp scenario from here, I'm going to explain why this was a potential nice, you know, little bit of a scalp scenario right there at these levels. Will be explained right away on this live stream. Why was this getting a bounce, a reaction at this level, will be explained right away, and why it could hold this zone here in the immediate short term. Now, I think if we do lose this low in the next drop, if it were to happen, it's likely going to get a significant drop, okay? And I'm going to explain that right away here on this live stream, just so you can see how we mark these levels, how do we realize that this zone over here is going to get a possible bounce, and how, we mark those levels to find the confluence zones. So if we just go and zoom out here from this major range, right, you could arguably discuss this was a diamond pattern right there. And basically, we had that pump in reaching the target of that diamond pattern here, as you can see. Nobody cares about that. So why are you talking about it? So let's, zooming in here on this high. I think this high is a crucial high. Why is it a crucial high, Andy? Because it's the previous week high, right? We like previous week highs and lows and weekly close and opens. They're important for the chart. So this previous week high is a significant level. If we drop beneath this high, previous week high, we're going to mark that right away on the chart so you can understand previous week high. Then the price of Bitcoin will likely get a significant drop here. Now, it's at $26,800. It's a crucial zone, not only because it's the previous week high. If we were to follow a little bit of Elliott wave theory, and this is going to be a high that needs to hold, and we cannot overlap that high, because there are 5 waves here creation. There's a 5-wave creation. We talk about also the possibility in this being an A, B, C, and then now we're going to start moving down aggressively. Of course, this could be the movement down here, the dead cat bounce here, a 4th wave and a 5th wave here, failed move down, which is, doesn't usually happen, but it can happen, obviously. As we do count here, the high, 1, 2, 3, 4, failed move to the downside. Let's leave it as a possibility, right? So you should not be dipping beneath this high over here. If you dip beneath this high, then obviously all of these higher lows should be eaten up, right? No reason to be bullish if you lose the $26,800, the previous week high. Based on a bit of Elliott wave theory, based on the previous week high, the range, if you dip beneath this level, obviously you're losing, momentum, and you're likely going to test all of these higher lows right over here. So as long as we're above this level, hey, let's leave it as in there is a chance to come back up to the high. There's been significant volume here on this pump. We're having a corrective move with low volume. Let's leave it as there is a chance. Bitcoin has a chance here. So talking about support levels based on Fibonacci, why did we get this exact bounce from this zone? And this is pretty fascinating because we have a previous higher lows here, and pay attention here because Fibonacci is very much a powerful tool that I use for my trading, and I think a lot of people do, and it's proven that it does work. Let's go. Sarah, how are you doing? Roberto, hey Andy, hello. Hit the likes, peeps. Thank you very much. Yeah, full educational content here, obviously talking about possible scenarios that can happen so we can get ready for a trading plan, right? I've been doing a bit of scalping, still in a long position here at this range. They're just small little scalp scenarios. But anyway, if you can make 5 scalps every day with a few $100s, then bring it in, right? So yeah, hey, are you bullish or bearish after this dump? I'm going to say that this is a corrective move. This is an impulse and this is corrective. And we are hitting some support. So let's leave as in, I'm bullish and bearish at the same time, but I look at probabilities. I look at the probability of Bitcoin possibly getting a bounce here. And as soon as it gets above the value area low of this trading zone, I think it has very much a chance of being bullish. Hang on a second. Go right away on the 15-minute time frame. I don't believe we're above the value area low here. Sorry, let's go from this trading range right there. Yeah, we created another value area. Yeah, basically it's still at the value area low here because with this consolidation, we've created a lot of volume. So it's a trading range still. It's a trading range. If you take a look at this level to this level, then obviously you're beneath this value area low of this trading range, which has been acting as resistance here, as you can see. But we've built up another value here, if you do count everything. But let's go from the basics. Why did Bitcoin get a bounce from this level? Why did it bounce from here? Well, if you do take a look at the session volume profile, and you take a look at yesterday and you go from the previous day low, which is right over here sitting at $25,900, and you take Fibonacci from the previous day low to the previous day high, basically from the pump, you can see that 50% Fibonacci has been touched very nicely at $27,000. Slightly below a few dollars, but held very, very nicely. So that's one major support zone. Also, if you do take a look at the previous day value area low, which is sitting right over here, it's also acting as support. So that is another support level, previous day value area low. And then we're going to go through that, and this is why Bitcoin does have a possibility. When you do take a look at Elliott wave theory, third waves are usually the most impulsive. So let's see the possibilities of this high over here can be claimed. It can be claimed. Let's see if, it does have a chance here after this corrective move. This is corrective. This is impulsive. So we are correcting down to a major support zone. 50% Fibonacci. We love Fibonacci. There's some clear pivot higher lows where you can take a look at Fibonacci. There's the low here from the massive drop that we had on the 17th of August. There is this low over here. And then obviously you got the last, from the consolidation, the last higher low, which is this one from the start of the pump. So I'll go through the comment section now, just one second. Just want to give that explanation on, hey, 50% Fibonacci, it's a common retracement for a fourth wave, in between 236, 382 and 50% is a common area for a retracement for a fourth wave. So if we're going to count this as a fourth wave, we know that it can get supported here. It can get an attempt for a bounce. Now you need to be defensive. You need to know where to enter. You need to have good risk management. Not based on this, you're going to say, okay, Andy's bullish. He thinks that this high is going to be hit. Let's all jump into a long position. I have very, very tight stop losses and good risk management, guys. And I personally would not enter right now as it's pumping here into the zone. And I'll explain right away. But just so you understand that why this $27,000, as it's a nice round number, $27,000. When we do take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot low as well, it's a clear pivot low right there to the pivot high. 382 is also at $27,000. 50% is also at $27,000. So we've got these two pivots. We have two Fibonacci confluence levels. Now, what if I do take a look at the pivot low from the major drop to the pivot high? We can see that 27,100 is the 236 Fibonacci retracement. So you got 236, 382, and 50%, all in confluence at this zone. So a lot of Fibonacci confluence from the high pivots, high-low pivots. This is why it's, basically it's getting some reaction here. It's getting some small little bounces. They're great for scalping, great for small little scalping day trade scenarios. Where to short or long for BTC now, and what should be risk management? It's not the best level right now to get into a long position, in my opinion. If you want to get in at the lowest level possibles. So let me just zoom in. We need to pay attention on the DXY, also the S&P 500. But you could possibly target the highs for the next 1 to 2 days. Now, obviously, this could fail miserably and do this. This is why you want to play defensive. You want to try and get in at the lowest level possible. But it definitely has a chance. Let's leave it that way. It definitely has a chance. So dollar index will be analyzed right now in just 1 second, guys. Smash up that like button. Hopefully you're enjoying the live stream. Nice chilled live stream. Over 400 people watching at this moment. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Destroy that like button. Give us a bit of love here. I can't believe it. Why is there 400 people watching and there's only 145 likes? I don't understand this. People are too lazy or don't like me. They probably put a thumbs down. You can't see thumbs down now. So nice TA, bro. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, just keeping it simple, going through Fibonacci. We can talk about some other things as well. You know, there's something interesting about this, guys. CVD divergence, obviously a very powerful tool to check out the absorption of, you know, some major levels. Let me just give that brief explanation here on the CVD. What was basically happening inside of this zone when you were getting supported at 27K with the CVD, you were creating some slight bullish CVD divergence where you were creating those higher lows right there, slightly lower lows here on the CVD, meaning that, you know, you got some aggressive shorters here thinking that this low is going to be claimed. And what happens is price gets a minor recovery coming to the CVD, you know, high right there, which is the target zone. So it's a nice little scalp of $100, $150 if you're entering from this point. So yeah, basically, you know, getting a little bit of a rise here, a bit of an ascending triangle setup here on the lower time frames. So let's go to the 5-minute time frame. And if we do, obviously we are going to start hitting some major resistance zones, which is basically the point of control of this area. You know, point of control is just, you know, at 27,400. So the no doubt there is going to be some resistance if we do manage to break here the highs right there. So what is happening here on the lower time frame? You know, you are creating a bit of an ascending triangle scenario. Of course, if you break support, it's not going to be looking good. You might be coming down to retest the lows. So on this breakout, you should be attempting to hit the point of control and these highs over here. And this is where you want to get into a plan, right? I don't know if this ascending triangle is going to have a breakout. I don't know. I might break down. So not really a breakout pattern trader. I react to certain levels that I know there is resistance. So if we do take a look at the point of control, where is the point of control? Point of control is exactly at a series of highs right there. So what I do know here, where is the top of the high? You know, where are the tops of the high levels? You know, it's this one and it's this one right there, right? It's an interesting zone right there. Point of control, you've got some highs that can be claimed. And what could happen here is you can fail to go higher as you do have a reclaim of this consolidation highs from today and the point of control. So we don't know if it's going to be a successful breakout. What we do know, if it's not a successful breakout, is getting the movement up and getting a quick rejection here from the highs. So what does this mean is that you can possibly get into a short position only if it rejects from that liquidity grab. Obvious liquidity grab here above these lower highs. Will it pump or not? I don't know. It probably won't. It probably break down here and come and test the lows. So as we do know that this is a major support level here at $27,000, can there be can there be a failed move down here? Is it possible? Absolutely is. It absolutely is. Can there be a failed breakout? As we do know that this level is strong support based on all of the Fibonacci levels that we talked about, based on the previous day value area low. And it can definitely fake out from this low. So what I am looking at here is at this certain point, I'm not interested in taking a trade unless you've longed from this level. If you've longed from this level based on the CVD divergence right there, bullish CVD divergence as I explained, very much knowing that, hey, there are retail short positions in this consolidation trying to push the price down, but they're getting absorbed by the larger players. Basically, they're getting absorbed, and that is when you want to step in. You are taking the money from retail traders, not from the whales. You're taking it mostly from retail. So you got those aggressive shorting positions, thinking that we are going to claim the low and go lower. Now is when you're getting the recovery. So this is why, you know, based on CVD is an excellent tool to recognize, you know, where's the power of the market. You don't want to go with retail. You want to go with the whales, right? And basically they're being absorbed. All of these higher lows. Why are you creating higher lows? If the CVD is creating lower lows, that means there's aggressive market orders being absorbed. So nice decision here. As you create this CVD bullish divergence, the target zone is exactly this high, which is basically being claimed. So anyway, just talking about that, right now, what would be the trading plan? CVD highs have been claimed, basically, which is this one. That's the target zone for that possible scalp scenario. I did enter in that scalp. Yeah, basically, I don't know if it's going to break up, or break down. If you take this as a ascending triangle, what is the target for an ascending triangle based on basic technical analysis? It's the width of the triangle, right? So you can arguably discuss that. That would be a possible target zone. That is the moment you are looking here for a potential short scalp scenario, right? I'm looking for levels above me and beneath me, and depending on what kind of reaction, I will take that decision. So we know that this is the point of control in between yesterday and today. And this is the highs that have been created today. Clear, obvious level where there's a lot of stops sitting around, right? So based on that, you would possibly have that leg up here and get a quick little pullback. You're likely to get that pullback at some point here from the point of control if you fail to move above this zone. Of course, the price could do this. Of course, it can happen. So if this does happen, there's no shorts to be taken here at this point. You need to get the rejection, then you're getting into the short with very good risk management, obviously, stop loss above the highs. So yes, that is one case scenario for a possible short scalp. When we're scalping, we are aggressive, taking profits, and we're aggressive, protecting position. And, it's really nice because scalping, you don't need to risk too much for scalping. You can get into, a few $10 of trades and scalping, risk $10, $20, $100, $200. I'm not sure how much your account is. But obviously, if you have over 200,000, you can get into $1,000, $2,000 scalps, right? That's based on the percentage of risk management. So I got into a long scalp here. I did a bit of scalping here during the day as well. And my favorite trading platform is Bybit. Bybit for me is the number one crypto trading platform. Obviously, there's very good crypto trading platforms out there. You have a great bonus down below in the description of $30,000. Now, to get this $30,000, let's be clear on this live stream. You need to deposit a significant amount. Of course, you can deposit less, and you will be getting bonuses, of course, as well. I used this bonus. I have been using this bonus. Obviously, you can pay fees and losses based on the bonus, which is incredible, right? It's a really nice gesture from Bybit. You got Bitflex also down below. Great platform. No KYC is required. You also get a really nice bonus there. And obviously that is another way to support the channel. It's for you to trade on the best platforms that there is out there also. So you can check the tutorial for Bitflex. You've also got it down below in the description if you wish to watch. It's another way to support the channel, guys. No doubt. So going through the plans here. I like very much scalping and day trading right now, especially inside of zones. I like to scalp and day trade. I very much recognize the levels, the CVD, and I know how to have good risk management, basically. So in a nutshell, this is what could happen, guys. It is crucial for this support at 27K to hold. There could be an attempt of breaking down here. We need to understand that this is very much impulsive and this is corrective. So the possibility in this zone to hold nicely, you might wick out some early, long traders. But you want to get into those kind of wicks down, right? You need to recognize the failed breakout. I know, guys, you might think it's going to break down. You have no idea, stay cautious. You can, as long as you have good risk management, there are multiple different trade setups here for the possibility. Love you, Sanad. How are you doing? 292 watching. Smash the like button. Click the like button, guys. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you very much for that support. I got the community here being very supportive, guys. And yeah, thanks to you. You know, I'm still here on YouTube. If I didn't get any attention or anything, no views, I would not be here on YouTube. All about educational, you know, content and possibilities of setups here. Very important. So point of control of the range, very important level. I want to take a look at Fibonacci here from the pivot high to the pivot low. And yeah, 50% is slightly above these highs. So 50% Fibonacci is a very well respected Fibonacci level, especially if you have other confluence, right? So yeah, I'll go through the comment section right away. Liking the hair, bruv. Cheers, thank you. 50% Fibonacci from the pivot high of yesterday's pump to the pivot low created today. If we were to get that movement up, we need to recognize the resistance zones. Point of control, we can have an attempt in breaking the highs of today, this consolidation, such an obvious level to be claimed, right? 50% at 27,555. So we know this doesn't mean a short at 50% Fibonacci. I want to see a rejection from that level and get beneath the lows right there for a possible quick scalp short. Now, of course, point of control might be support if it is with high volume and might do this. So there's not really much of a large target, right? It's like I'm going to short here because we've claim the liquidity, hit 50%, and I'm targeting all the way down here. It's going to happen, right? It probably won't. It probably gets supported from the point of control and bounce off. So it's looking at it as a scalping opportunity to get in and get out, scratch some dollars, and just close the laptop or computer and go to bed, make some gains, and that's it. And if you wake up tomorrow morning, you know, and you took all of the profits at this level, and you're waking up tomorrow morning and the price is here, I should have left that short position open. No, forget about it. You are trading the levels. You're getting in and you're getting out and you're being defensive. Get, all these major large targets when you're in a range and volatile market. You want to be very quick. This is why scalping, I've actually been enjoying scalping the last couple of weeks inside of this zone over here. And also, I missed out on this pump. I actually longed here and took profits based on CVD divergence and took profits here, guys. So, and then a couple of hours later, we get this. Do I regret not holding that long position? No, because I was scalping. I was scalping level to level. So, and been doing some scalping inside of here. Who cares? I don't care about this pump. For the moment, I'm not in a swing trader mentality. I can get into a swing trader mentality and be more chilled about my, trades, but I'm being a bit more aggressive in the ranges, recognizing those small little movements with a bit of high leverage. We can make some gains, right? We can make some gains here. So what late viewers missed? Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, this is going to be recorded, guys, so you can check out the live stream. We're just education on why we at support. Why did we get run up? Reading CVD divergence. What are the next possible scenarios? Like I explained, this for me right now is not a scalping area. A scalping area, like I explained, would be coming down and claiming the lows that we've had here at $26,960 approximately, and possibly not managing to break through. Then I would be obviously looking for a recovery at some point. At this area, I'm not interested. I'm already in a small long, already taking some profits. It's only a scalp. So if it moves higher and claims this high, then I'll close the rest of the position. But yeah, based on the impulsive waves that we've had of the last week, sorry, you know, this is an impulsive move. So we can't get too bearish right now. We can't get too bearish because we're at support. We're at support right now, and the price is reacting at the support. I've explained this at the beginning of the stream, where you're hitting 50% Fibonacci, you know, from the impulsive move. You're hitting the 382 from this low to the high, right? There's a lot of Fibonacci confluence at 27K. And obviously it's the previous day value area low. Previous day value area lows and highs and point of controls are very powerful if used with other confluence, such as Fibonacci, daily level, weekly level. You know, if you get some bullish CVD divergence, then you know that this is likely to act as support. So previous day low, value area low, also is at that range. You didn't quite hit it here on the US dollar tether pair, but yes, on the BTC US dollar. So Bitcoin has a chance. Bitcoin does have a chance. So if you missed out on the long here, as you pump into resistance zones, you want to take a look at possible rejections. I don't like chasing the price. It's very much an ascending triangle kind of pattern here. So you can arguably discuss that, yes, there is a high chance that this might pop here and go to 27,500. And that is the interesting zone, guys. That is the interesting zone. You need to be aware when you're getting into these kind of shorts that you need to get the rejection. The rejection needs to happen for you to take the trade. I do not short into a pump. I do not long into a drop. I am not shorting here as the price is pumping. I need to see a reaction at the levels, getting the wicks, understanding that the price can reject. This is extremely important, guys, for your trading. We do not chase pumps. We do not short pumps. We do not chase drops. Okay, they can be good sometimes. They can be good if you get into the ETF, you know, grayscale news yesterday and say, oh, I'm FOMOing into the pump. If you can manage your risk very well on doing that, you can be very defensive as soon as you get a move up. But chasing into pumps and dumps is just not my style of trading. So obvious level, guys, here, 50% Fibonacci is kind of the target of this ascending triangle scenario, right? You got the ascending triangle that can likely eat up all of these highs. It's definitely a possibility, and you also got the point of control from this trading range. So hey, there is resistance going on here. There is some resistance. You could get a failed move here above the point of control, claiming these highs, and then get a massive wick down. Now the best chance here is obviously failing to move above these highs that we do have here from the consolidation today, and then get into a quick short scalp. This might be $100 because you might get support here at the point of control. So it's a quick in and out as you reject of the level. Obviously, if this were to be the case, you're definitely aware of, yeah, you might fail here at 50% Fibonacci, but what you need to be aware of is, hey, this might follow through this uptrend that is being created here for the last few hours. So yeah, understanding the structure here, hey, this is impulsive, this is corrective. If you start getting above the lower highs, hey, be aware that if you're trying to get into a short scenario, I wouldn't target the lows here personally. It's going to be a quick in and out. You might retest the highs again. If you double top, then obviously that would be, you know, ideal. If you do this and then this and then this, you know that, hey, you're losing power in breaking the high. I like to enter the short here as a double top. Just a little bit of the possibilities here, how to react on the price action. Now, let me go through the comment section, say hello to the community. On the other side, guys, for me, it's pretty obvious. You might retest these lows again. Hey, if these lows are failed to break down, you got a possible recovery here in the, you know, in between today and tomorrow. Only if it fails to move down from this low, because it is insane support. It is very, very strong support, as I explained. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello. If these ETFs, hey, B10, how are you doing? If these ETFs, Sabine, you're very welcome. if these ETFs get rejected, do we have a bounce point to look out for? I am heading to 29K if they are approved on Friday. Wow, I mean, we don't know when they're going to be approved. They're obviously going to be approved, at some point, whether that is this year, next year. There's a lot of ETFs being applied for, right? I think there's over 7 Bitcoin ETFs in the US only, and they're pushing and pushing and pushing, and obviously they will get approved at some point. Something curious that I did see on a tweet from Crypto Rover is 98% of all ETFs that BlackRock has applied for have been approved. There's only been one in history that hasn't been approved. And, they have the power to say, hey, you approve the Bitcoin ETF right now because I am the largest investment fund, in the US. And you're going to do what I say because I have the money. So you could arguably discuss that, the Bitcoin ETF for BlackRock spot ETF will be approved at some point. So, don't fight the adoption because it's very much real. Good work, George. Thank you very much for those kind words. Liked, easy peasy, and you deserve it. Thank you very much. Let's interact with the community here. Very important. I love interacting with the community. I want to read the comments, know your opinion. Out of 340 votes we do have, is the dollar index going to be bullish for the coming months? We have 55% of people saying yes, 45% of people saying no. So it's very, very equal. Very, very interesting to see the opinion of the community. How about if I shorted at the top of the channel, descending channel on smaller time frame? The top of the channel, short the top of the channel, descending channel. I'm not sure where that is. XRP has broken 2-hour downtrend. Please, Andy. Check. Okay, we can take a look at XRP right away. Andy, is your CVD divergence a free indicator on TV? If yes, could you show it with author name? It is aggr.trade. That's the way you get it's a free indicator on aggr.trade. Cup and handle on the daily, BTC. Cup and handle on the daily. Ooh, cup and handle on the daily. Yeah, we haven't got a clear neckline here. Cup and handle, yeah. It would have to be more beautiful for a cup and handle, in my opinion, but it could happen. Right, late night or early morning over there, Andy? It's late night here. It's 10:30 p.m. Let's go here. Why not BitGet? More coins, bigger exchange. They have referral and no KYC. Do you think they are not good? Know something I don't. BitGet, there has been some fishy things about BitGet. I mean, no hate, but you just be based on other traders. They said that, there's been a lot of talk about, they don't have real volume and stuff like that. And they're not the best in support. I don't know. For me, I have not much experience on BitGet. I did test them out a few months ago, but I'm happy with Bybit and Bitflex. Right. I was scalping a few months ago on Bybit. Noticed I was able to move the market up and down and create wicks by making $10 orders. I mean, hey, this is the power of leverage. You can trade with $1,000 and do 100x. That is basically $100,000 move of contracts, right? So, hey, with $100,000 in your account, you can be a whale. Because if you 100x with $100,000, you're basically having a 10 million contract, right? So you don't need too much. You don't need millions of dollars to be a whale when you do leverage trading. Good TA, man. Love your videos. Stain, thank you very much. How are your bots doing? I closed my bots. They were in a minor loss. I will open some bots. But yeah, basically the bots were not doing good. My bots got affected. I did say this on one of the latest live stream. The bots are grid bots. And grid bots are basically selling high and buying low. And, if you're in a range, they work extremely well. If you can spot those ranges, you open a bot for a week if you're in a range. and then close them when you're in profit. So you need it. They're really good on in ranges basically. But if you're buying here, you're selling here, sorry, and you're buying here in this kind of price action, when the price does this, then the buys that are done here from the lows, they get trapped, right? And I was saying I have better risk management than, you know, AI grid bots. You know, they had a minor loss. It wasn't huge, but it was basically, I was down $1,000 on it. I put $10,000. It was up $400 during about a week or so. I was like, hey, this actually is really good, right? But then obviously with that crash, you know, it went down to minus 1,000. So it was down 10%, which is not too bad for this major drop. You know, I know a lot of people must have got extremely wrecked with this major drop. So overall, the bots do work on Bybit. They do work if you have a neutral bot and it's in a range. You know, the bot here would have done absolutely phenomenal. You know, my bot recovered with this pump, obviously, with all the longs entered from this range. So it recovered and I closed the bots. I will be opening it sometimes, but these bots, you need to open and close when you're in ranges. When you're in profit, close it, open another one, close it. You know, if you think the price is going to pump or dump, just don't open a bot. If you pump aggressively, then you can open one once you find that it's topping out. And then obviously you'll be entering a range, and that is where the bot can make some really nice profits. But yeah. Andy, number one in TA analysis. Press the like button, folks. Philip, thank you very much for the insane support, guys. 470 people here watching. We're almost at 300 likes. Thank you very much for the support, guys. I thought this late live stream was not going to get many views, but apparently, yeah, we've got almost 500 people here enjoying the TA, enjoying the chill out time. Me trying to read most of the comments. You're right, Andy. Look a little down. I'm tired. It's late here. I went to CrossFit and I'm exhausted. But I didn't do a video on YouTube, so I thought let's just do a nice chilled live stream. But I'm perfectly well, very, very healthy, eating very well. Just a bit tired. Right, let's go here. 5-minute time frame descending channel. Descending channel on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. So I think you're talking about this possible descending channel. Yeah, no doubt it's a descending channel kind of right there. You know, descending channels tend to break up at some point, right? So you could arguably discuss with this small little ascending triangle that there is some bullish pressure. You know, this is very likely going to pop here to the upside looking at the probabilities. But I'm not basically a pattern trader, right? You know, if they can fake out a lot of the times and do this, right? So you might think, okay, I'm longing, I'm placing a stop loss above the last higher low, and I'm targeting here basically these highs in the point of control range, right? They're not my favorite kind of, you know, trading scenarios, because they fake out many times. They do fake outs a lot of times and then move down, or you know, they're just not a kind of a pattern that I would trade basically. Right, love you, mum. All right, I got my mother here in the comment section, very likely. She's the #1 supporter of the channel. Right. That's the wrong poll for the day. It should be a poll about what's going to happen on account to the blue supermoon tonight. Oh. What are your thoughts on HBAR? I think HBAR is a really great project. I think HBAR is definitely going to be here in the next bull run and going to make significant gains. Bart Simpson isn't a real pattern. No, it's not. It's a Bitcoin pattern. Bart Simpson was created based on Bitcoin chart. Right, up or down, very good, very interesting. I talked about some setups here during the live stream. It's round about the middle of the live stream, but possible level of rejection here for a short scalp and possible recovery here if you fail to break out the low, right? It's possibility, kind of a double bottom, right? So that is these are the only interested ranges that I am in right now for a potential scalp trade, where I'm entering and I'm being very defensive. It's this area or this area. Inside of here, yeah, not really very interested in trading here. So right, trap baboons, reasons for the not long. Bit get scammed me trade. Oh, scammed my trade, says Sin Games. I put a long on Solana during the pump. Price only went up, but instantly liquidated me. Never used them since. How can I get liquidation if price only goes up? Very interesting. Yeah, you know, we got here a comment about BitGet. I've heard, you know, I've heard bad things about BitGet, so also good things. You know, there's still people using it, so I guess they're not too bad. Hello, just tuned in. What's your short-term plan? Yeah, I've gone through that. I've gone through the short-term plan here during the live stream. It is in the middle of the live stream, but like I said, you know, there's a lot of resistance here. Point of control, the highs here from this range with 50% Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low, which is slightly above. I think there could be kind of a liquidity, small little short squeeze and then come back down. Only if we reject, I would be interested in a short scalp from these highs. We have to reject from these highs. If not, I am not interested in entering the short trade. If it breaks through here, then obviously we're looking for higher. Explain the scenario here on this. You know, it can be, you know, another wave up here as this is corrective. So yeah, that's basically it. But this is not a level to long, guys. You know, you should be longing at the very lows here and having validation points. You know, if you're longing here, your stop loss, you know, against your possible reward, which this is resistance, it's just not worth it right now at the current price. Do you want to speculate? You know, this is a good risk management trade. Do you want to speculate that this is going to break out here to test the highs and put the stop loss at the last higher lows? It's you're asking for the stop loss to be hit basically because of fake outs and fake moves to the upside and then back down. I'm not basically these kind of pattern trader. I'm not a pattern trader basically. I like to take a look at them as possibilities for, you know, I see this and I say, hey, there's a high chance in moving up, but do not trade them. Right. When Andy will have insane numbers of subscribers, he won't have the time to read the comments. Yes, very true. I do try. Had many problems with Bitflex also. I mean, Bitflex, it's a good exchange. They did have a few liquidity issues, but they are solving that right now. I've actually personally talked about that with the team of Bitflex and said, hey, you get some of these liquidity wicks, people are not going to be interested in trading on the platform. So they're very much working very hard on that. You know, Bybit also has these liquidity wicks. BitGet also has them. Sometimes they're unavoidable, but they are fixing the problem and they have improved a lot. So shout out to them. You know, they are doing a great job, no doubt. So yeah, Bitflex is a great exchange, no doubt. But I know, you know, they have had some issues, but they're solving the issues and they're doing absolutely great at the moment. Going to be a profit taking in anything. Do you see open interest CVD? Yeah, CVD, Rakimov. Yeah, CVD is open interest, also Delta. I check it out sometimes. They're not, you know, CVD I think is the most powerful what we can use because they do help to see, like I said, you know, where there's market orders that getting absorbed by larger limit orders. You know, it's more powerful. Delta, you know, open interest, they are good to know where there's strength on the price action, where there can be trap shorts, but also you can check trap shorts here or longs on CVD, right? So should I hold my epic 28,100 short position? That is a question that you need to understand looking at the charts. I'm going to let you know that it's a great entry, no doubt. It's a great entry. I'm not sure what it's based on because you basically shorted the exact top here from the pump. You know, I'm not sure if you were adding to the position or it was just a lucky, you know, top. Did you recognize here something? There was some interesting bearish CVD divergence here, which at the highs, you know, I did see some of the Legends trading community actually entering that short position. This was not provided by me, But basically realizing, hey, the market is creating lower highs here, and on the CVD, what you do have is that you were creating those aggressive higher highs, right? So when you get this at a topping point, when you are consolidating, when you are creating this, and this is basically a reaction at this zone, and you're creating lower highs, and CVD is creating higher highs, you know that, hey, come on, there's late shorters entering here the market, the late longs, sorry. There's people trying to long here for more price action to the upside, and they're getting absorbed by much larger limit orders. These large limit orders want the price to move down. So some people of the Legends community did very much spot this very well to get into this short position. We are watching because we love you, Andy. Hey, family VK, thank you very much. Oh yeah, okay, 28,050 was the point of control, mate. All right, mate. Let's take a look at that, mate. Yeah, it was the point of control of this area. It's very true. Yeah, we talked about this also in other videos, in the Legends especially, also about the point of control of this area, right? So yeah, it's basically the point of control of this entire zone. So yeah, no doubt it's a bit of a risky. I don't like shorting exactly at the pump, but the reason for this possible short, if I would have shorted this level, it would have been based on this small reaction that we had, creating these wicks and those lower highs, and checking the CVD, right, where you are creating those higher highs on the CVD. So that would be based on this, right? I wouldn't short this peak. I'd probably attempt, maybe not even this one because I'm aware of another wick, but maybe around this zone, I would probably say, okay, once the CVDR is created, if I would have shorted this, I would have shorted, right over here, right? Or maybe right over here. As soon as you're creating them. So most probably at this zone. Not on this first touch or this one, because we haven't got any data. We it's still very soon for the first pumps, but you can speculate on the shorts here. Yeah, guys, I am going to call it a night. Thank you very much. Resistance at around 27,400. Yes, this is correct. Yes, sir. It's the point of control of this area, and we have certain lower highs right over here that can get liquidity grab and rejection, right? What I like based off ranges is the tests of highs and lows. This is my favorite. I know how to detect the lows and highs where they do get rejected and manage my risk very well. That's based on my strategy here when I'm trading. Hi Andy, how did you become a trader, and any recommendations on trading books? Well, I've read dozens of books on trading. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. The most classic one is this one, and it's just information, right? From John Murphy. This is kind of the Bible, and a lot of things here are just not useful, but if you're starting, it's very good information to understand the markets. Then you got there's harmonics. I like harmonics trading, based on, on books. You can read so many different books. They're not going to give you a proper strategy. If you are interested in the strategy and the way of trading that I have, you have the Legends Trading Masterclass. Here's where you do have the modules, okay? I have different modules going from the basics to more advanced, going into the strategies. That is available down below, of course. And I think this is the best because it's all of the books, all of everything, the strategies, inside, basically how you need to trade and read the market. And I've made this very, very simple to understand on, plus 30 videos. It is down below in the description if you want. I think that is a great investment, obviously, because it's all pushed in on what really works and how to manage your risk, right? You can read books of psychology and patterns and technical analysis. I'm not the best TA guy. I know the risk management is one of my most powerful tools. That's your most powerful tool in trading is risk management. You can have all sorts of different indicators, and different tools to use, CVD, delta, and open interest, and liquidity heat map, and all of those great information. But if you don't know how to risk with your trading, have good risk management, you are going to lose. You are going to lose at some point. Best book, Trading in the Zone. I have that one somewhere over here, unless I burnt it, because I thought it wasn't that fascinating. Where is that one from Michael Douglas? Where is that book? Probably burnt that book. Where is it? Where is that book? It's somewhere over here, lying in the dust. It's got to be somewhere. But it's not one of my favorite books, got to be honest. There it is. It's in Spanish. Trading en la zona. This did not help me very much with my trading, actually. When I first read this book, I was actually losing. I was actually burning accounts. It didn't, it's nice. It's from a professional trader, obviously, and talks about the psychology. It's very interesting, but yeah, I mean, for me, it's that fascinating. I'm a bit late. Could you start from the beginning, Andy? Mark Dirch, thank you for joining. I'm about to leave. It is late here now. It's 11 p.m. and it's time for my bed. It's time to sleep. We'll need to wake up in the morning, go for a run, have breakfast, sit down on front of the charts and come up with a new day, new levels, new scenarios, new trading day, obviously YouTube, and yeah, also the Legends community. Legends community is where I am mentoring and talking about setups and scenarios and possibilities. And if you want to join, this is where I do my daily updates and possible scalping scenarios and talking about risk management. As always, you have the link down below in the description as well. If you want to join the Discord Legends Trading Community, it's where I spend a few hours a day, sending information, and talking about the possible setups on small little videos. So yeah, you can join that if you want more updates, basically, right? Genio Andy, gracias. Rodri, how are you doing? Buenas noches, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Smash up the like button. Hopefully no music, just a chilled out live stream. Stay cautious, guys, with your trading. For me, this is a non-trading zone, okay? I know you might think, hey, this is an ascending triangle. It's going to break up. I'm not a triangle pattern trader, okay? It's just looking at the probabilities, and where I would be interested in my next trading zones would be this area over here and this area over here. Only if it fails to break down here below $27,000, would be interested in a possible long scenario. I am very much aware of the structure here of the market. This pump over here can be eaten up by tomorrow morning, guys, okay? Stay extremely cautious. We could be trading at 26K tomorrow. So, stay cautious. This long setup needs to provide me a possible reaction at that zone. We react right there. We get some bullish CVD divergence, or, just like here. Then we can talk about, hey, we can possibly long here and have a stop loss at the low if it gets a reaction. No reaction, no trade to be taken. If you get into limit long positions, you're going to wake up liquidated or in a huge, massive loss. Guys, thank you very much. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's. Do you stream in the morning? No, but I am actually going to put a timing for streaming. It looks professional, and I want to be professional. And yeah, I think I should be doing a local time for live streaming. This is, I think, what people want as well. So say 2 o'clock Central European time every single day on YouTube, live stream on potential setups and potential live trading if we do get the setup that we talk about. Guys, thank you very much. You've drawn something. What are you expecting? Please tell and go. Yeah, I'm not a pattern trader. This is just showing you that there is a possibility. There is a little bit of interest here of a possible breakout. This is not for me a trading pattern to trade. It's not a pattern that I would trade. It's just showing me that there is a chance here that we could get a leg up. The trading scenarios for me is this area, explained on the live stream at some point, guys, in the middle of the live stream, and these lows, right? Would be interested in a failed move up here above the point of control in this level, hitting 50% of the drop. And I would be looking for a possible long if we fail to break out this low, understanding that this is a huge support level on the higher time frames, as I explained, not only with Fibonacci, all Fibonacci confluence from all the higher lows. All Fibonacci levels. From this one, it's the 382 right there. From this one, it's the 50%. It's the equilibrium from yesterday. So yesterday's pump. So I understand its support. Could we retest it again? Maybe. Maybe. I will be interested on the retest to see what happens. Because if this happens, I am longing. And I know that this could happen. So, yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much. See you in the morning in the LTC. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Mark Dutch. See you all in the Legends community. If you haven't joined, join the Legends community. Love it. Thanks. Have a good night, says Fud. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.